Temperature ranges for Assos jackets. I'm going to try to explain to you as briefly as possible. I understand that sometimes explanations can be quite long, but I'll do my best with regard to jackets or melottes or jerseys from Assos. How does Assos divide the various weather ranges, the different climatologies? That is, the various seasons that a cyclist encounters throughout the year. Assos divides things up in 7 seasons. Let's begin with summer. Summer, so that you understand, from our point of view, is a period that extends from very, very hot weather with extreme heat to low heat period. A lot of heat, little heat. A jersey for extreme heat, another one for less so. For winter, they split up what begins in autumn, or I should say they differentiate between the end of summer and autumn, and then we move on to winter. But winter has different facets and also different weather periods, as you know. For example, winter for us might be the onset of December and January, a month of extreme cold. Okay? But so that there's no confusion about this idea of 7 seasons from Assos with this wide range, I will try to explain using the various models, starting with this one that I have here in front, the tiburu model, for what range it's appropriate for. Things have something to do with the person too, whether they're prone to feeling cold or not, as you know. Also what activity they're engaged in and how we can combine them. This is the tiburu model for temperatures ranging from, say, 14 degrees centigrade to 16 degrees centigrade. It has no windstopper membrane here, as you can see. So for these temperatures, it works just fine. But what happens if we go to 12 degrees? Or picture 16 degrees with a very strong wind? The cold is going to hit you head on, and of course, the sensation is going to be really unpleasant. So what's the great thing about the tiburu model? Well, first of all, you can combine it. How do we combine it? We combine it with an Fawn vest. Here's an example of the Fawn vest right here, so you can see. By donning the vest, obviously, we're going to generate more heat, so we stay warmer. Or we can combine it with an Assos vest. What's the advantage here? Well, first of all, it's wind stopping, and secondly, it's water repellent. It's impermeable, not 100% impermeable, but we will be able to preserve our body temperatures a lot better. That's why we consider this particular vest very complete, the total vest. Excuse me, I meant vest. A very complete jersey, not vest. So the jersey vest combo actually does protect us from the cold. Very versatile. The tiburu jersey is for, let's say, well, it's very subjective what temperatures it's appropriate for. For me, 12 degrees, no problem. I insist, by wearing something underneath the jersey, we could go out in even colder temperatures and have absolutely no problem at all. The jersey is fitted, smart, and you're looking sharp. Okay, what would happen? Well, like I said, we can combine this with the various vests, no problem at all. But what happens if we use, for example, this Intermediero model vest? Excuse me, jersey. This particular jersey, as we can see, is a jersey that the black portion of the vest, as you can see right down the front here, is made of a material called extragon. It's a fabric that is absolutely, totally resistant to strong winds, and the thermal sensation is much, much more. Excuse the slight delay here in zippering up the front of the jacket here. This intermediate Evo is more appropriately known as the intermediate S7 jacket. I always confuse it with the Evo, which is the old model. It has the wind stoppers. The material is much more flexible, much more elastic, which means it has a much closer fit, a much nicer fit. It's a jacket that we can combine with the vest, the Matsus. Imagine that it's raining, for example. With temperatures dropping, we could probably go out with this with temperatures of 12 degrees or less. Everything depends on the kind of undershirt that we have underneath. I've said 12 degrees, 10 degrees. Look, I've even worn this when it was 8 degrees outside. Thermal sensation is great. Absolutely no problem at all. The tiburu, in turn, is obviously for warmer temperature, but again, it depends on you. It's like everything from Assos, including the complements. It's an individual choice. Again, this is for temperatures ranging from, well, I calculate, say, we're talking springtime here, spring-like temperatures. These jackets are marvelous. In the winter, you can just imagine how good. Another product from Assos, for example, is this model that we see here. This particular jacket is known as the habu. This jacket, this particular model that you see here, was the first to be developed, to have its fabric developed especially for cycling. Following the air jackets, this particular type of jacket, Assos experimented with new fabrics and materials, making this particular model one of the most versatile jackets. Why versatile? Because with the habu model, versatility is its main. When it's warm, for example, the fabric expands. When it's cold, it contracts. It's a very light jacket, and you can wear it in temperatures of 6 degrees. I insist, with the proper undershirt, you could wear this even in colder temperatures. The properties of this jacket, while very complete, maybe cannot be compared with some of the ones that I've shown you earlier. It wouldn't make sense. But again, if you were to wear it with the Assos type vest, whether it be the sleeveless model or the model with sleeves, or we could combine it again with some other garment, and it would be 100% impermeable. These are what we call the winter jackets, but then of course we have the banca model. In order not to elongate this video any longer, the banca would be appropriate for 5 degrees or 0 degrees. I, for example, have a food jacket for 6 or 4, but it all depends on what undergarments and what wind-stopping shirt you have. Wind-stopping features are with the habu and also with the intermediate S7. The tiburu, however, does not have the wind-stopping feature. Tiburu perforce has to come worn with a vest. I hope you've enjoyed this brief explanation of the various jackets and vests available on temperature ranges for Assos jackets. Have a good day.